there are many cases made for the iPad by many companies, some by Apple, which are considered the first-party cases, and some by other companies like Logitech, which are considered third-party cases. And some are magnetic and slim, super tiny, and others are quite bulky but provide extra functionality like a keyboard. But out of all the cases that Apple has released and out of all the cases that third-party companies have released, I think, in my opinion, for me at least, this one, the Logitech Slim Folio Pro, is the best keyboard case and overall case for the iPad Pro. Let me tell you why. There's really only one main reason for this being the best, for me at least, and we'll get into that in a bit, right? Future Naman? Yeah, exactly, that's what I'll be talking about. Yeah, okay. But first, I just want to talk about this case a bit generally. You know, the durability, the features, the other features, other than that one reason, and my overall experience with the case. So, let's get into it. We'll also talk about this really sleek, slim, thin, magnetic case briefly as well, in a bit, at the end. So, stay tuned. So the Slim Folio Pro has a nice soft finish to it. It's really nice to touch. It feels really satisfying to use because of how soft and satisfying it is to use it, and it does so without compromising any quality. It's built very well, and it has basically everything you need in a keyboard case, including the actual keyboard. But aside from the keyboard itself, it has a slot for the Apple Pencil to go through and stay firmly without, you know, any risk of it falling off or falling out or whatever. It also has a USB-C port, and this is mainly for just charging the case itself because it works on Bluetooth. But it's nice that it's built in and out of the way. So there are three main viewing modes that this case brings to the iPad viewing experience. The first one is the regular typing experience, which is where you're typing and just viewing what's on the screen. The second one is similar, but it's more angled towards the 90-degree angle. And the third one is the one where you want to write stuff or draw stuff on the iPad because it's flatter than the other two. Another really cool feature of this keyboard is that when you attach it, it gives a light indicator in terms of what's happening, how much the battery is, all that stuff, whether it's connected. It's really quite convenient. Now going back to the keyboard for just 1 second, the actual typing experience is awesome. This keyboard on the Logitech Slim Folio Pro will give you a pretty similar experience to the keyboard typing experience as the newly released Magic Keyboard by Apple. And the reason is that it doesn't have the butterfly keyboard that was on older Macs, which had less travel and was less satisfying and clicky and all that to use. So this is a much more satisfying keyboard experience than those ones. So overall, this case is pretty awesome. It has awesome features, it has really convenient keys and key travel, and satisfying as well. Let's not forget satisfying. And it has a really cool LED light to indicate whether it's connected and how much the battery is, just by clicking one button. Which brings me to the number one reason why I think this is the best keyboard, for me at least. Alright, let's bring it back to future Naman. Thanks. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about with this keyboard, the number one reason why I think it's the best, is because of the function keys, the function rows that it has, the dedicated row of function keys. So what makes this keyboard unique are these function keys. And the reason that these keys make this keyboard so unique is because no other keyboard is as good with the addition of these keys, not even Apple's. So if you're serious about typing on iPad, I think this keyboard is the way to go, the Logitech Slim Folio Pro, because of the dedicated row of function keys that not even Apple's own iPad cases have. Another sort of major pro about this keyboard is that it's way cheaper than the Magic Keyboard and way cheaper than the Smart Keyboard that Apple offers. And again, it has this awesome feature of a dedicated row of function keys. Alright, back to you, past Naman? I don't know which Naman he is, but back to you. Thank you. Okay. So like he said, the function keys are awesome. They're really good, and they are honestly the number one reason why you should go for this over any other keyboard case for the iPad Pro. So if you have an iPad Pro, you should go for this keyboard case, the Logitech Slim Folio Pro. Also, it has outstanding battery life. I haven't charged this since I got it, and I got it way back in August of 2019. So it's been well over 8 months. So battery life is awesome. And similar to the Magic Keyboard case newly released by Apple, the Logitech Slim Folio Pro, which has been out for quite a while now, it also has a backlight. So there's an awesome feature if you type during the night or during like night flights or night car rides or whatever, if you type during low light situations. So now I just want to take a quick second to talk about this case that I got from my iPad Pro. This is a magnetic case for the iPad Pro, and it sticks onto the back just like that to the magnets that the iPad has on its back, on the rear. And it's really simple and easy and just functional to use. Functional is a really good word. It has quite a few viewing angles to use the iPad in. And Apple has a similar case to this called the Slim Folio, and it costs $105 Canadian. Whereas this one from Amazon costs like $30, probably even cheaper now. And for that reason, it's well worth the money. I'll definitely leave a link to this case below in the description, so be sure to check it out. As for the Logitech Slim Folio Pro, this is an awesome keyboard, and I really do recommend this one over any other keyboard case if you're planning to buy a keyboard case in the first place for the iPad Pro. However, if you're not planning to buy a keyboard case for the iPad Pro, you can just go for this one and protect it instead and not make your wallet cry while you're at it. Or you can get both because they're both cheap relative to their first-party counterparts. So you've heard what I have to say on the Slim Folio Pro and the $30 magnetic case, but now I want to hear yours. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And in addition to that, let me know what other videos you want to see. Leave it all in the comments down below. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.